Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. This is my AF15, Amazing Fantasy 15 strategy video, and I'm going to review the Grails as well that are on the app to see what people are selling to go after Amazing Fantasy 15, which is the greatest comic we've ever received, and the price keeps going up, everybody. So before I do that, if you want to like this video, that would be great. Hit like, but most important, comment down below. Let me know what you're doing to try to acquire Amazing Fantasy 15 or what you did, and if you're going to be getting more or what you're doing right now. I would love to hear about it, and so would everybody else, in fact. And you can follow me on Twitter as well, and we can continue the conversations there. The link is in the description of all my vids, right? For sure. And you can see the ticker down below. If you want to join my channel as a member, you will get a free Drophead NFT. Just join my channel, and then you DM me on Twitter, and we have 4 utility programs. It's a lot of fun. So let's get into this right now. Amazing Fantasy 15 has been rising up in value. The commons sitting around 700, the uncommons around 450. The secret rare is about 17,000. You know, it's really quite amazing. And then, of course, the other two, the rare recovered, it was around 400. Now it's 700. And it looks like the ultra rares are sitting around 3,000, right? So people are really trying to go after this, and the floors are starting to go down. The numbers available are starting to go down. So you have decisions to make, right? So here is what I have. I managed to acquire 2 commons and 2 uncommons early on. I got the commons. I got them for about 300 to 350. So I'm really happy about those. And I had to sell some stuff, and I'm going to talk to you in just a second about what I had to do to acquire them, right? And I want to know what you're doing. And I'm going to give you my thoughts and strategy about what people are doing and my recommendations for you about how to go after these, right? But here are my 2 uncommons as well. I picked them up just over 400 each, about 425. And I got my second one just yesterday, and this is August the 12th. So, you know, I really wanted to get in there on those just so I have a couple of each. Now, I'm probably done, you know, just in case, unless I want to add more gems in, because I just don't have things I want to sell anymore. But what are you selling? That's the question. So here's what I sold to get my Amazing Fantasies all in. Okay, I purchased 350 gems because I did not get one on the drop. Okay, everybody, I wasn't lucky enough. If you did, then congratulations. That's amazing. But I had to sell Gambit Secret Rare, Jubilee Secret Rare, the Marvel Team Up Secret Rare with SpiderMan and the Human Torch, the Falcon Secret Rare, you know, the Captain America comic, the Venom Secret Rare, the Strange Tales 111 Secret Rare, and Doctor Doom and Thor Secret Rare. Now, Doctor Doom is the collectible, and same with Thor, they're the collectible. So I had to actually sell those to acquire, and these were tough decisions because you know how I am about my Secret Rare comics. I also had to sell a few commons here or there of other comics just to top up, to get over the edge, but those aren't really worth mentioning because I have stacks of those. These are the main ones. Right now, you notice on my list right here, I haven't sold any big grails like a Taunt or a Vader or anything like that. Those ones I kept. So my strategy is to sell the mid-level and to lower level stuff that I had in order, because I can just get them back later. So that's what I would recommend. Now, it took a lot of work. I had to work really hard and had to be very competitive with the price. And I had to lose a bit on some of these sales, but it was worth it because I've gained so much on the Amazing Fantasies, right? So that's my strategy recommendation for you. I would not be selling Grails to go after Amazing Fantasy because they are going to rebound. Now, let's show you the Grails, what's happening right now with them. Here is Vader, okay? So people are trying to sell Vader right now to go after Amazing Fantasy. It's clear and obvious. I wouldn't do it, but you know, you just do what you're going to do. 20 plus more editions on that are listed right now. Price is up about 100, so you know people have bought a couple. But if you watch my Grail review video, my previous one, the Grail sale, these are what I'm comparing the numbers to. I did that just about a week ago, right before Amazing Fantasy came out, actually, and people were selling in preparation, but we didn't even have the comic yet. But he was at 20 listings less at that time. So people are trying to sell Vader. I would not be doing that, but you just do what you're going to do. It's totally cool. Now, here's Secret Rare SpiderMan. So from that video a week ago, he has 9 more editions. Now, think about this. That he is so valuable that is a lot of editions for a collectible like this to be listed. And he's about 900 gems up. So people are trying to sell Secret Rare SpiderMan to go after Amazing Fantasy 15. It looks like, and I would not do that if I owned this. I do not own this, but if I did, I'd hold on for dear life. But that's totally cool with you, right? I'm selling more of my smaller items, not one big one. But if you do sell one of these, you will have a lot of opportunities to go after a lot, right? And you may have a couple, so I don't know, right? Anyway, Superman, not a lot of action on him. People aren't really buying him, and people are not really trying to sell him a ton, since the last video anyway. A few people have bought a couple, but he's kind of just staying stagnant. No action there, right? Look at Taunt, though. This is nuts. People have been selling Taunt for Amazing Fantasy 15, but the result is very positive for Taunt because, look, he's down 20 listings, so people have sold, and now his price is up 250. So people have been selling Taunts to go after Amazing Fantasy, but now he's recovered because of it. So there can be positives for the rest of you if you're holding, and that's what I'm doing because his price has gone up in the week, and as listings have gone down. So, I don't think people have been delisting, people have been selling, and this is one of the items people have been doing to go after him, right? So it's benefited me because I've been holding, and that's what I would recommend to you as well, right? The Aston Martin car, nothing has been going on with that. No listings, new listings, no new sales. So people are holding, but there's so few of them that he's not really involved in this probably. The partners as well. Now, here's interesting. I don't think people have been selling the partners as much to go after because his price is the same and his listings are the same. So, people may have bought one or two, but he's not involved, I don't think, as much in the AF15, frenzy because people are trying to acquire him, not so much liquidate him. But his price is up 700 from a week ago, which is interesting, right? So keep your eyes on him if you don't have him. Rizzo, now people are trying to sell him, but no one's buying him, right? I think this is what's happening here. He's down 300 in price. He's up 5 editions, but not a ton of action, but people are trying to sell him to go after Amazing Fantasy. Same thing with Harley Quinn right here from my last video. Her price dropped 700, but the same amount of editions listed. So, no one's buying it. To go after people are going after Amazing Fantasy. They're not buying this one. So if you're holding, just hold. Now, Fantastic Four #1. This is really cool. Same amount of editions, but the price jumped up 1,200. That means 1 or 2 maybe sold at that low level, and people are holding on to this one. They're not necessarily liquidating it to go after Amazing Fantasy. That's really good because I wouldn't sell this one either. But Amazing Spider-Man #1, people have been selling this one to go after Amazing Fantasy. They've sort of been trading it over, so that's really interesting. Price down 100, 4 more editions, but there's been a lot of action on this one. So, this is one that's been, people have been selling, right? Which is really interesting. This one here, Marvel Comics 1, has actually had a resurgence. People have realized how good this one is. Of course, he's up 3,000 gems, same amount of editions. So, maybe 1 or 2 people tried to trade him, or maybe they did trade him for Amazing Fantasy early on. But right now, he's just rebounding as people look to acquire this one again or just hold, right? And then we have Avengers 8. People are trying to sell this one to go after Amazing Fantasy, down 1,000 gems. 5 less editions, though, from last week. So people have sold this one. So this is all really interesting, right? So if we just go back up here, right here, I just wanted to know, what are you selling to go after Amazing Fantasy? Now, I am not selling any of my main stuff. I kept my Taunt. I kept my Vader. I've kept my R2 and C3PO. I've kept those. I did sell Doom, though, which was really tough, the Marvel Mighty. So I'll have to get that back. But I'm keeping my big comics. And as you can see, this is what I ended up selling. So I don't really think I suffered too much. I will get these back eventually, but I'm really happy with what I did. So let me know your strategy as well. I will see you in the next video, and happy collecting.